This is a story Hollywood never saw coming. A story of fame, family, and a tragedy so brutal it has left even close friends stunned. Rob Reiner, legendary filmmaker, actor, and director, and his wife Michele Reiner were found dead inside their Los Angeles mansion earlier this month. Police later confirmed the deaths were officially ruled murders, caused by multiple sharp force injuries. According to multiple American media reports, including People magazine, the couple had spent their final evening at a party hosted by Conan O'Brien, the renowned late-night television host. What should have been a routine Hollywood gathering reportedly ended in tension. Sources claim Rob and his son Nick were seen arguing during the evening, just hours before the killings. Investigators allege that later that night, Rob and Michele were attacked inside their own home. U.S. outlets reported their throats had been cut during what police described as a frenzied knife attack. The suspect? Their own son, Nick Reiner. Nick, who has struggled for years with substance abuse and mental health issues, has reportedly been in and out of rehab at least 18 times. Friends say Rob and Michele were deeply worried about him, so much so that they allegedly took him to the party because they feared what might happen if he was left alone. Nick Reiner has now been formally charged with the murders of his parents. He is currently being held at the Twin Towers Correctional Facility in Los Angeles, where he is also reportedly receiving treatment for schizophrenia. His defense attorney, Alan Jackson, told TMZ that Nick has not yet been medically cleared for court appearances, calling it a procedural issue. But while the legal case moves slowly, the emotional fallout has been immediate and devastating. Rob and Michele's remaining children, Jake Reiner and Romy Reiner, are now left to pick up the pieces of a life that collapsed overnight. According to a family friend who spoke to People magazine, Jake and Romy are relying heavily on their strong sibling bond to survive the grief. The source said, "This nightmare isn't even over for Romy and Jake. They are surrounded by loved ones, but the pain remains overwhelming." It has also been claimed that Romy was the one who discovered her parents' bodies. Reports suggest she went to the mansion after a masseuse, booked for an appointment, received no response at the door. Romy allegedly raised the alarm with police, a moment that would forever change her life. Romy with her dad/mom. Friends say the siblings are trying to inject small doses of normalcy into their days. Simple walks, running errands, anything to keep themselves from sinking under the weight of grief, though sources admit everything is still so new and overwhelming. In a joint statement released shortly after the deaths, Jake and Romy wrote, "Words cannot even begin to describe the unimaginable pain we are experiencing every moment of the day." They described Rob and Michele not just as parents, but as their best friends. Jake and Romy. They went on to thank the public for the outpouring of support, while also issuing a powerful request for privacy, for compassion, and for their parents to be remembered for the love and lives they lived, not the violence that ended them. Rob and Michele Reiner were deeply respected in Hollywood circles. Rob's legacy includes iconic films like When Harry Met Sally, starring Billy Crystal, who was among many industry figures mourning the loss. A spokesperson for Jake and Romy confirmed that details of a memorial service will be shared at a later date. As the murder trial looms and the legal questions mount, one thing is heartbreakingly clear. Two siblings are left in the aftermath of a family tragedy few could ever imagine. And for now, all Jake and Romy have is each other.